G'day everybody, welcome back to Enshrouded. Blue here. Hope you guys are doing well. We are still hanging out in Wistful Fields, where in the previous episode we spent quite a bit of time just trying to detail out the new house, especially to do with Balthazar's room, his library, and his lab. And yeah, we are really in need of a lot of books, and as you can see right here, I've got a whole bunch of indigo plants growing, and I figure it might speed up the process of us getting a lot more books, because yes, you can actually craft books without old books. You can actually craft them with, I think it's like indigo plants and paper, and I forget, like, I think there's one other ingredient that you need as well. But anyway, we are completely ignoring all of that because we've been, you know, doing building and decorating for the last maybe 2 or 3 episodes or so. So I figure maybe in this one we will pivot completely and do other stuff. So one of the first things that I wanted to do was to check out this oven. It's been available to us for a while now, and that should unlock the ability to make even tastier foods. So let me just take a look at what's required for that. So we need a whole bunch of metal sheets, some clay, and some fried brick. And fried brick is actually available if we just go to the... I forget what it's called. I don't think it's a kiln. It's something else. Over here. Oh, actually, no, it is the kiln. So what makes the coal? Oh, it's a charcoal kiln. Okay, so they're both kilns, just different types. But anyway, we need 23 of these fried brick pieces. So let's see if we can make this oven. And look, one of the reasons why I haven't really crafted the oven for all this time is because we don't exactly have space in the kitchen to place this thing down. But I figure this entire structure is probably going to need a like an overhaul anyway. So with that in mind, I think we can place this temporarily in, I don't know, some location. I don't know. I do feel like if I can fit it in, that would be nice. But you know what? Maybe it's okay if we just place it outside for the moment, you know? That way it'll be usable, but not exactly in the right spot, you know? Like, I would like to design some kind of a chimney to work with this thing, but that's gonna have to come later when we eventually overhaul this place, because I'm saying that we're going to overhaul it because we need space for the bard, and we also need space for a whole bunch of other people who are going to be joining us eventually. But let's take a look here. So we have the ability now to make some flatbread, and we need water, flour, and salt. All of which I have actually been gathering because of our need for books. Now, flour is something that I've only started to make recently, so we'll probably have to wait for a little bit for the flour, but water is definitely something that we should be able to get. And salt. I think I do have a bit of salt here and there. I just need to fetch it from other production stations. So we'll do that in a second. Yeah, plenty of salt here. So let's just get maybe a couple of stacks of salt. I do obviously still want to make leather. Actually, that's the other ingredient that we need to make paper as well. That's why I'm producing a lot of leather, and that will in turn be used to make books. But yeah, let's chuck the salt in here, and let's chuck the water in here as well. And now we're just missing the flour. Actually, it's only one batch of flour that we need to make one flatbread, apparently. So maybe it's not as difficult as I thought it would be. So we've got a little bit of flour here, and we've got, I think I've got some flour stashed away over here as well. So, yeah, okay, just one. But that's okay. We'll obviously make plenty of flour, and I'm trying to grow more wheat as well to convert into flour. So we'll work on that. But at the very least, we should get like 8 flatbread, and by unlocking flatbread, we should then be able to craft this, the meat wrap. And this is pretty much going to give us the most amount of health if we do end up making it. We'll need red mushrooms as well, which I don't really have too much of, but I think I've got plenty of the mushroom spores, seedlings, whatever you want to call it. So we should be able to make it pretty easily. And yeah, we should perhaps continue making things like fruit bowls and all this other stuff as well. But look, not too concerned about that just yet. We've got plenty of supplies for the moment, which should keep us going. And speaking of keeping us going, I think we are going to need to start speaking to our various craftspeople about new quests. Actually, let me just double check on the quests that we already have available. Yeah, okay, so these are the 2 main quests that will bring us to the mountains and let us upgrade the flame once more. Nomad Highlands, Hollow Halls, yeah, okay. I'm not entirely sure if I really want to challenge a Hollow Hall in this episode, so we'll come back to that. Oh yes, the spinning wheel. So we do have access to the spinning wheel. So we need to craft this from the carpenter, and we need to place it down. So why don't we do that? So let's try to find Cade. Should be around this area somewhere, hiding away. Wealthy. Cade. Oh. I really hate it when they decide to hang out like right between the entrance of a room, like right at the doorway. Because yeah, you end up not being able to interact with them properly. Okay, so tools and components, no. Hang on, where's the, production place? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Unless, hang on, let me just double check. The hunter explained that a spinning wheel can be used to create linen and string in more cost-effective ways. Craft a spinning wheel at the carpenter, and place it to enable more cost-effective crafting options. But he is our carpenter, right? These are the production places. Huh. Yeah, I don't see the spinning wheel anywhere. Unless... Oops, the wrong way. Wouldn't be Oswald, would it? Maybe I'll have a chat with Athalan and see if she has the option. Oh my god. Please. Please.
Got what it takes.
Oh, here. Okay. I don't know why it said that you have to speak to the carpenter. Maybe that's a bug, dare I say? We need some bone, which I don't really have much of. I'll be able to get that very easily though, so let's just do that immediately. And once that's done, we should be able to make it. I want some fossilized bones that are not within the shroud, because, yeah, it'd be a lot easier for us to get back out, obviously. Now, I could mine a whole bunch of it, but I'm not going to bother with that because I've been doing a lot of mining and stuff like that off camera. The only time I'm really trying to mine for things and stuff are if I'm really desperate in that episode, I'll try and mine stuff, but yeah, plus I have a lot of fossilized bone dust as well, so much so that I'm feeling like it's sort of clogging up the inventory a little bit. So I don't want to get too much of this stuff, but maybe that much should be enough. And yeah, let's take that back. Okay, so Hathland it is.
So?
Yeah, we have everything else, so let's make that and let's place it down. I think simply placing it down somewhere with some of the other machines should be okay. Yeah, maybe something like that. So let's take a look at this. Okay, so this will take 1 flax, and to make string, you can also put plant fibers in here. So I think normally we would make plant fibers, sorry, not plant fibers, we'd make string ourselves. But, okay, right, so it takes 3, as opposed to, I think this says it takes 2. Okay, so you'll save a tiny bit. I don't know if it's like super critical, but the linen is really good. But then I'm sort of thinking, if you can make linen there, what would you keep this for? The hand spindle. Like, it seems like you won't be able to make anything else with the hand spindle, unless you're willing to sacrifice more flax in your linen production. Interesting. I don't really have a lot of flax on me right now, so I can't really test it out. I got some flax seedlings, and I do have a little bit of flax in here, but I need to keep it for the time that we need to make some more flax seedlings. So let's not use it all up, obviously. But yeah, I think that's probably all that we're going to do here at the house in terms of upgrades and stuff. I want to spend a little bit more time adventuring in this episode, and we're going to pick up a quest or two to, you know, help with that, so that we've got a bit of a purpose, obviously. Yeah, let's throw all that water in. What's going on here? Oh, we've run out of indigo flowers, which is okay. I've got tons, so... And I've got more growing over there, obviously, but I won't worry about fetching it, because I can do that between episodes, obviously. So let's have a chat with the farmer once more, and let's see if we can pick up the quest. Oh, sorry, I was in the middle of checking my quests. Hidden crafting recipes in the Black Mire. Yeah, okay, so I've obtained, like, I don't know, 3 or maybe 4 of the crafting recipes, but they're not really marked down, so I'm gonna have to explore more. Pillars of Creation. Researchers were investigating the Pillars of Creation and mentioned a dig site in their notes. Find a camp and explore. Okay, so... So apparently there's something over here in the Pillars of Creation, although I'm not really keen on going back there. Like, I feel like it's not really going to unlock too much. Let's pick up a quest in that case. Can you help search? Well, hello, Flameborn. Say, can you do me a favor? I'm distraught. My mother gifted me a very precious ring just before I left home to build my tavern in Brittlebush. Sadly, I was forced to flee a June armadillo on my journey through the Kindle Wastes and lost the ring. Please help me find it. Okay. So we'll take a look. I guess it's maybe near her tavern. And then there's farming with animals. So I am keen to do that, although I think we need to prioritize getting new people in. Flameborn, I've been messing around with seeds and leftovers for a while now, and I think I've created some fantastic animal food. You could make some, give it to an animal until it's tamed, and bring it to our base. We have to make an enclosure, animal feeders, beds. Should we vote on names too? Okay, alright. So animal feed. Baits. I think this is it. Goat food bait. Hop hair. Okay, so we can get the hop hairs and the goat food. Sorry, the goats. Red tail. Deer. I think that's what's just recently unlocked, although I could be wrong. Unless we're supposed to make it from our prep station or fireplace. Doesn't look like it. Got a bunch of bread ready, which is nice. Let's maybe drop in a little bit more flour. Okay, so we can go look for the ring. That might not be a bad thing to do right now. Yeah, there's all these ones as well, Flameborn quests. Finding fossils, finding hollow hole artifacts, Queen's Tomb. Location of the Queen's hidden tomb was found. Her remains and treasures must be behind the central door, but it's locked. There must be a way to open the door. Mistbury Catacombs. You found a note which explains that a man named Otto inherited some farmlands. Find the farm and investigate it. Okay. Greatest game on fertile ground here. The farmer lost a keepsake from her mother when she traveled from her childhood home to Brittlebush. Find the the lost ring and return it to Emily Frey. I reckon we'll set this as active and we'll see if we can head out there. The June Armadillo Camp. So let's set that as a waypoint and should be easy enough for us to get to, maybe from here. So let's go out and do that. And I'm not sure about keeping this this spawn point. Let me take a quick look at our altars here. So we've got 9 out of 9. We may as well deactivate this one. I don't think we'll really need this. And yeah, we should glide our way down this way. There appears to be lava. Plenty of lava everywhere. Have I just killed myself? No, I don't think so. We'll be able to survive. We'll be able to get back up again. Just trying to figure out how to get down that way the most efficient manner possible. Okay. There are no grapple points either. Maybe over this way? Yeah, okay. Game's being a little stingy on the grapple points. But I reckon we'll be able to get back up from this side, hopefully. Alright, it is night, unfortunately. Not the biggest fan of traveling at night, to be honest, but it is what it is. Let me harvest some meat. Probably gonna need it at some point. Yeah, it'd be good if we could, like, bring home some June armadillos and try and breed them. That way we don't have to keep sort of coming out here to fetch the meat, but... yeah, I haven't really thought too much on how we're going to keep animals. I feel like maybe the first problem is keeping actual people in our camp, in our... well, it's not really a camp, it is a small town. Okay, I thought we were being attacked. Maybe it's in here? Mother's Eye Ring. Plus 10% wood chopping strength. Interesting. Okay. And... did we complete it, though? You've acquired the farmer's lost ring, return it to her to proceed. Okay, yep. So let's do that. We'll just get ourselves back out of the shroud. And that'll give us a chance to have sleep as well. Throw that in there, and... oh, I can't remember what the scales are for, but... I'll hang on to it for a little bit. Alright.
What a nice surprise!
Ring recovered. Oh, my lost ring. Thank you, Flameborn. This means the world to me, for you see, this ring is a powerful artifact. It is a blessing that's traditionally passed down in the Frey family. Now that I think about it, I'll hardly be able to carry on that tradition. Besides, when I look at the ring, I see my mother's tired eyes. She never got to leave old Rose Shell Burrow. Keep it. Let it see the world. Okay, cool. So... I think it gives you extra wood or something? Oh no, it'll let you chop down trees a bit faster. Maybe not a bad thing to keep, but I'll keep it in my stash for the time being. And Oh yes, that's right. We do have this, which I think might be potentially better than what we're using. It just needs upgrading though. Which, I mean, we are sort of running a little low on the rune front.
Hey! Do you need a potion?
Plus 15 shroud armor. Brutal, okay. I think it's not going to give us more
I will pray for your
damage. So I'm gonna stash it. It does look cool though, which is the only reason why I'm keeping it for now. But if we find another one with better stats, maybe we can switch out. Ah, I should have had a chat with Balthazar while we were speaking with him about quests. So let's pick up some more quests. Balthy.
Hey!
Oh my god. Please.
Do you need a potion?
Actually, I do need some of these, don't I? Sort of run low a little bit. And yeah, let's have a chat. Of cats and mice. I used to have a rat infestation in my old tower. First, it was useful for experiments, but the rat population quickly exceeded my control. I soon saw some stray cats attracted by the test subjects. Chances are slim, but maybe they still populate the area. I could use a new lab partner. What? We can get cats? Oh my god. Cat bowl. Plus 3 more at the alchemist. Let's check this out. If we can have pets, I mean, I'm all in. Definitely want to get myself a cat. Let's see. Cat bowl. Hang on. I did see it somewhere, but I did see the message come up, but I'm not actually seeing it in the crafting options here. Maybe I need to complete a quest first before being able to actually craft it. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if it's actually given us a quest, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the stuff. Unless it's someone else that makes the stuff for us, for the cats. Or maybe it's a crafting station or something. Anyway. Let's pick up another quest. A new frontier in alchemy. Flameborn, I've reached the end of my wits. We've discovered almost every ingredient and concoction in these lands. I fear we must seek wisdom beyond our borders. The flame must think so, too. It wouldn't speak to me, but I see the silhouette of a blazing tower when I gaze into its fire, backed by mountains and an ice-cold lake. New location and 1 marker added. Alchemic wisdom. I wonder if this is what's going to take us to the mountainous area. Ignite the snowy mountaintops. Okay. Cool. And let's continue picking up some more quests here, because we may as well unlock all of it. Okay, so nothing from Cade, apparently. What about Oswald? Nothing from Oswald either. Okay. So in that case, maybe I'll have a chat with Athalan and I forget the name of the bard, actually, but we'll see her as well. Athalan. Man's best friend. If you're headed towards Thornhold, watch out. I have intel that the town was ravaged by stray, starving dogs ages ago. It was so bad that the townsfolk almost ate them during meager harvests. Would be ashamed to eat such a valuable hunting partner and friend. If there are any dogs left, bring them here. I mean, I'm all in for that as well. Maybe the like food bowls and stuff are from Athelan. Or maybe not. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to figure out where things are separately, guys, so I'll do that at some point. Where's the bard? No, not here. Maybe upstairs?
Do you want to hear a song?
Okay, so quite a few quest lines here, and again, she's still missing a bed, though. The finer things in life. Don't call me vain, but I miss the fashion of the old world. Bright colors, luxurious fabric, the pretty people wearing them, and their even prettier riches. Maybe you can still find some garments out there. It wouldn't hurt to look. Finding cosmetic items, okay. Let's make a band. Flameborn, my musical virtuoso. When you play your instruments near the fire, it reminds me of my favorite band, the Honeydews. The fact I couldn't see their rare instruments live at their last performance in Surat's Rest will haunt me forever. The band broke up. Oh, and they're probably dead. But their instruments could still be around. Alright, missing instruments. We'll take a look. Songs to warm your heart. With the Albany summits opening their doors to us, I wonder what sorts of music we'll be able to find there. I hear the mountains are short on taverns and festivities, but fear not. I know at least one bard who was brave enough to put on his snowshoes. Following his steps might lead us to some golden tunes. Here we go. Alright. Plenty of things to do now, I feel. So let's just have a quick look at the map and we'll make a decision on what to do next. So we've got... Oh, cat search. Yes. We'll need to go there and search for that cat. And then bring back pure souls. Greatest game. Yeah, and I guess maybe there are some shroud roots in these parts. Hollow holes. Another shroud root here, I'm guessing. Okay, priority alert. Definitely looking for cats. That is an absolute priority. Set as active. Let's go back to the map. Let's set that as a waypoint, and I mean, it's not too far from us actually, but I wonder if it's best to glide from here or from the Springlands. Actually, it's probably better from the Rebelwood. So let's go ahead and do that. So hopefully this kitty doesn't need anything, and perhaps maybe the bowls and stuff like that that we were trying to look for before, hopefully they'll maybe reveal themselves or unlock themselves once we actually get the cat. Otherwise, we might actually have to figure out how to get those things first before we can get the pet. But anyway. I wonder if there's a way we can get more than one. Because at the moment, the quest suggests that we can only get one, potentially. Yeah, we're almost there. Perfect landing. Oh, I hear him. Oh. Oh no. That's not him. Or her. I was sort of hoping that I could pick up like some of these books. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to. Some kind of a button? Can I dig my way down? Yeah, it seems I'll be able to go down that way, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I'll leave that. Oh god, alright, I fell through. Oh, hang on a second. Craft cat food bait with farmer for taming a stray cat to proceed. Okay. Right, my bad. I did hear the cat, but I'm not entirely sure I'll be able to find it without actually crafting this bait, so I probably need to do that first. I'm hearing something in the area though. I'm not entirely sure what I'm hearing. Oh, it might be that. It might be the flame altar. Oh, wait a sec. Here he is. Okay. Well, we'll need to come back anyway, so let's craft the bait. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult to make, actually. So, apparently Emily Frey knows how to make it. Hopefully it's not like the most complicated thing ever. There she is. Okay, cat bait. Yeah, okay, I see more of these baits that we can now make. So I need raw lean meat, raw wolf meat, and raw game. Okay. Stinging nettle? Alright, that's kind of a problem. Might need to try and find the stinging nettle. I don't recall seeing stinging nettle anywhere. Unless this is something that only grows in the new biome. All of this we should be able to access or get more of. And then this is the dog food for the other quest. Oh, here we go, here we go. Yeah. Alright, so we'll need to make the beds and stuff as well. Stinging nettle is a problem.
Bless the ancients.
Click. Alright, so I did a tiny little bit of searching online. Apparently I should have access to it already, and it's simply something that you can find even after reaching the Revelwood. I'm just double checking that I don't actually have any in stock. I don't think I do, and I don't ever recall seeing any. So we might need to go out to the Revelwood to just harvest some, and we can start, you know, growing some stinging nettle if we really want to, but I don't really know what uses there are for the stinging nettle at the moment, aside from, you know, making the bait. But yeah, let's go out and let's see if we can find it. I mean, now that I think about it, it sort of makes sense that the stinging nettle would be available around the Revelwood, considering the cap is also near this area. Yeah, so apparently just searching the area near the spire should do. And I am going to collect from these guys because we do need a bit of raw game as well. So, I'm just interested in seeing like some of these like green-ish bushes. I think that's what it should look like. I'll take flax. Flax could be useful. Yeah, okay, these are just giving us plant fibers, not exactly what we're looking for. Plenty of strawberries. The indigo plants I will harvest. We need those. Okay. These plants... Okay. They're not what we're looking for. Yeah, okay. Well, I can't say I recall ever seeing stinging nettle, though. Oh, there we go. Just as I say that. So, we've got a little bit. Well, I suppose I should just continue searching this area then. Where there's one, surely there should be a bit more. But I wasn't paying attention to what that bush looked like exactly, so I'm still not entirely sure what I'm trying to look out for. Probably not in the shroud. That's just hazelnuts. Speaking of hazelnuts, maybe I should eat a little. Give us a bit of a damage boost. I feel like they might be like few and far between. So it could be that I will need to grow my own. It is likely. Let me have a look at this. So... Doesn't give us any clues on where to find, like, heaps of it. I got super lucky with finding what I did just then. See if I can go this side. Actually do need some of this lean meat. So, just as well. Is this it? No, it's just plant fibers. Damn it. Berry bushes. This is hazelnuts. Yeah. I feel like the stinging nettle really blends in with the rest of the environment. It's really difficult to actually find some. Unless they're, like, really, really rare. I'm not sure if that's the case or not. Alright guys, so I have been going at it for a few hours now, and I think I've got a good source of nettle, and I might actually make this video a bit more centralized towards becoming a guide to finding stinging nettle. I mean, obviously it's still part of the series, but yeah, as you can see, I have actually gotten a little bit frustrated with the entire process, so I decided to use the little amount of nettle that I found initially to try and grow some so that we're not sort of waiting around too much. But I have found a few locations based on a few guides and suggestions out there, and I want to show you guys where those locations are. So we do need to make our way out to the Revelwood, so let's just initially start there, and I will save the best for last, but I can show you all of the decent places to start off with. So firstly, we're gonna go north, and this is pretty much the location that we initially came across some nettle when we were doing our search without really knowing too much about where to find it. And yeah, it's just past all of these evil plants over here, past the muddy section, and you should be able to find some nettle in this area. My prediction is that it doesn't always spawn though, so yeah, I was sort of hoping to be able to pick up some more. But anyway, it should be around here, guys, so I would recommend starting here. And then the next spot is actually these two locations here. So I do have a spawn point for the Mark of Samoth, so I'm just going to teleport my way to that flame altar, and then we'll hopefully be able to pick up some over here. Let me actually just mark that. Whoops. That was bad. Yeah, I want to set it as a waypoint, and basically it should be near the obelisk in this area. So there we go. And we actually have a couple that have spawned, or maybe 3 that have spawned in this area. So there we go. That's not too bad, not too shabby at all. So happy with that. And next is this spot here. It is near Diadwin. I know I did see some tips from some people to suggest to go to Diadwin. Oh, there's one more. I'll grab that. So we should be able to hopefully pick up a little bit more in this location. There we go. Oh, I mean, the game is being a bit generous with us this time around. So yeah, picking up a few more. I have done something with my settings as well, guys, just to assist with the entire process. And I'll show you what that is in a second. Yeah, so we're in the general vicinity. Generally speaking, I didn't find myself with too much nettle from Diadwin or from the obelisk, but this time around I did actually find quite a few, so I guess it is sort of randomized as to how many you might be able to find. The real challenge is just differentiating it from all of the other plants that are in the area, obviously. But yeah, once we're done with that, I do want to go out to this location here. So this is Lush Pasture. I'm gonna need to glide for that one, so let's go back to the spire. Okay, Lush Pastures. So, not exactly in Lush Pastures, we're, you know, to the west of it, but you can already see that we have quite a few stinging nettle bushes in this area. So, yeah, look around this area and you should be able to find some. Just gonna see if I can spot a few more. Doesn't look like it. I'm just trying to avoid all of the mean piggies out here. And if you are a little bit lower level, then obviously dealing with these guys can be a bit difficult. Yeah, I think we're looking good. I'm not entirely sure if we will find any more. So moving on, just to the south, there is the cliffside near the Elixir Well. And I feel like this is probably the best place to find some, at least in my first try. As soon as I arrived in this location, I found myself finding like, I don't know, 5 or 6 bushes. which is the most amount of nettle that I found after having searched for all of the nettle for, you know, at least an hour or so. But yeah, there we go. And as you can see, the elixir well is just over there, and this is the cliffside. So if you run around this area, you should be able to find plenty of the nettle hanging around. Yeah, I mean, this has been like a pretty decent haul, if you think about it. But one last tip that I would leave you guys with as well, if you're looking for nettle and having trouble trying to look for nettle, is to actually go into your settings and go to display. And what you want to do is you want to go to the small foliage setting and turn it off, and that will actually help you know, pop out some of the interactables compared to if you had you know, all of that detail present. But I guess you do eventually get used to what you're looking for, but it does help initially if you're struggling trying to find nettle. But I suppose maybe the number one thing is to at least get a handful of nettle, and you can always grow your own at your own pace as well once you've found a few. And I don't really see myself needing to come back out here to try and find more nettle at this point, and I can literally just grow my own, which I already have some harvest right now, which is quite nice. So I'll definitely use that when I need to. In fact, I might actually get rid of this right now, and maybe we'll grow just one more batch for just in case. The reason why I want to do that as well is because I think once we do have our pets, we're going to need to feed it regularly, and we're likely going to need that nettle at that point as well. So yeah, we do have the cat like bait, but then we also have actual cat food. So yeah, I want to keep that in mind. I'll do something like that, so we'll have like 5 batches of nettle to try and grow. So yeah, the stinging nettle is ready. I'm just going to throw that into my storage over here, just so I don't have to sort of carry that with me constantly. And yeah, I'm just sort of looking at all this stuff that we now have. I'm gonna need to tidy things up before we go out on our next adventure. So chuck flax there, chuck the indigo seedlings in there, plant fibers. I can get rid of that. Probably don't need plant fibers, although I guess I could have put it into the loom or whatever it's called. Delete that. Yeah, we're gonna need this stuff, so I sort of want to keep these handy. And yeah, I will probably just throw them in here. I don't want to grill any of my wolf meat though. And I am actually a little low on wolf meat and still a little low on lean meat as well. So I might need to go out harvesting for that before we can even start making the bait. So yeah, still a little bit more to go. So honey and wax. Gonna have a sleep in a second, and you know what? I reckon this'll probably be the episode. I feel like the episode has turned out a little educational, perhaps, for some of you guys who might be struggling with finding nettle. I know I did struggle looking for nettle initially, so I wish I had guides. Well, I didn't really look on YouTube too much. I did end up sort of reading some articles about how to find it, so hopefully I can distill all of that into a decent video for you guys to try and discover stuff. Just gonna put the brick in here as well, and we'll have a sleep. Some extra wood. Throw in there. The scales. I still need to figure out what the scales are for, actually. That's alright. Let's have a sleep.
Anything else?
Oh god.
Looking good.
Yeah, it'd be good if we finally actually get our own bedroom sorted at some point, but there's just so much stuff to do aside from making our own room and home. So, yeah, this game has almost like never-ending tasks, it seems. But anyway, I think I'm signing out here, guys, so when we come back in the next one, I'll continue trying to see if we can tame the cat, and you know what, I might, on that note, try to tame some animals as well, like other animals, since we're sort of already on that theme of taming animals anyway. Hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you found the guide to finding Stinging Nettle useful. Leave me a like down below if you did. Chuck us some comments. Otherwise, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.